staying here?
That's right. Anything I can help you with?
Got a call about a break-in a couple blocks up. You look a lot like the guy they described.
I'm just drinking coffee and watching the sunrise. Reynolds in my name.
Mind proving that?
Not at all. Here.
You on vacation?
Just a week off work. Quiet place. Thought this fit.
They shoved a black man onto the sand behind his own beach house. Called him a burglar. Told him he didn't look like he belonged. And the whole time, they had no idea who he really was. No idea the quiet man they tried to bully was the same man who once led a classified rescue mission that saved 11 American soldiers overseas, the same man whose name sat on the desk of the Secretary of Defense, the same man whose clearance level was above the very cops trying to humiliate him. But that morning on Redwater Beach, their world was about to flip in a way nobody saw coming. What happened next left an officer speechless, left a neighborhood shaking, and left the nation talking. Before we go deeper into this wild story, hit that subscribe button and tell us in the comments where you're watching from. Now, let's get into it. Hands where I can see him. Right now. The shout cut through the soft crash of Gulf Coast waves. Darius DJ Colton looked up from his beach chair, blinking behind his glasses. The sun had barely risen. The sky was still pink. His coffee cup was still warm in his hand. But standing in front of him was Officer Trent Mallory, thick-necked, pale-skinned, jaw tight, hand already resting dangerously close to his holster. Mallory's boots crushed shells as he stepped closer. "You matched the description of a burglary suspect," he barked. "Stand up." Slowly. DJ frowned. "Sir, I'm just sitting outside my rental. I got here yesterday." "Aha," Mallory grunted, circling him like he was prey. "Funny how y'all always got a story." DJ's jaw tightened. He didn't move. Didn't argue. Didn't rise to the bait. Mallory didn't like that. Not one bit. He spat into the sand. "Show me proof you stay here. Now." Darius DJ Colton had come to Redwater Beach for one reason: silence. 34 years old. Tall, athletic build from years of strict training. Soft eyes behind square glasses. Voice calm. Movements gentle. A man who preferred listening over speaking. To the world, he looked like a normal software engineer from Atlanta who needed a break. What nobody around him knew, because he never bragged, never posted, never talked, was the truth. DJ Colton had once worn a uniform only a handful of Americans ever earned. He had served in a classified recon unit so deep, most people didn't even know the unit existed. He had medals locked away in a drawer he never opened. He had scars he never talked about. He had a code name whispered only in secure rooms. And after everything he had done for this country, after everything he had lost, all he wanted was a quiet morning facing the ocean. But that peace was gone the second Mallory stepped out of that cruiser. Mallory moved closer, towering, heavy breaths loud, chest puffed in fake authority. "You renting this place?" he asked. "You sure? You don't look like someone who rents oceanfront." DJ stayed still. "Sir," he said softly, "my ID is inside." "I can." Mallory cut him off. "Nah, don't move. Folks like you always get jumpy." He tapped the gun at his hip just enough to send a message. DJ looked at the man steadily. "I'm not jumping anywhere. I'm just trying to have a peaceful, quiet." Mallory shouted, voice cracking with anger he couldn't control. "Put your hands on your head." DJ didn't move. Instead, he sighed, the kind of sigh that comes from years of dealing with the same insult, the same stare, the same fear in a stranger's eyes. He lifted his hands slowly. Not because Mallory deserved obedience, but because DJ had seen real violence, real loss, real blood. And he knew men like Mallory only understood escalation. From the porch next door, a door creaked open. A white-haired woman in a blue robe stepped out, phone in hand. "Trent," she called. "What on earth are you doing? That man's been quiet all morning." Mallory didn't even turn toward her. "Ma'am," he snapped, "go inside. I'm detaining a suspect." "A suspect?" she echoed. "He's been drinking coffee and reading a book." "I said go inside." He barked the words like she was a child. Her phone kept recording. Mallory stepped forward again. Closer. Too close. DJ spoke quietly. "Officer, you're making a mistake." Mallory smirked. "No, you made the mistake. Think you can just hang around these homes like you blend in? Not happening." The words were poison. Racism wrapped in authority. And DJ felt each one like a slow burn inside his chest. But he stayed calm. Too calm for Mallory. The officer's face twisted. "You got attitude," Mallory said. "I can see it in your eyes. You people always do." A shaky breath came from the porch. "Trent," the neighbor whispered, You need to stop. But Trent Mallory wasn't stopping. He was rising. He was spiraling. He was convinced of a fantasy where he was the hero stopping a criminal that existed only in his own prejudice. He took another step, and the world seemed to freeze. DJ's calm voice returned. "If I get my ID," he said, tone low, steady, controlled, "will that end this?" Mallory sneered. "Depends. ID could be fake. You could be lying. You people always." "Trent," the neighbor shouted louder now. But he ignored her. He grabbed DJ's arm. Hard. Too hard. That was the moment the atmosphere shifted. Like the air got tighter. Like the ground itself paused. DJ did not pull away. He did not flinch. He did not raise his voice. But something changed in his eyes. A flash of something sharp, trained, dangerous, buried deep beneath years of discipline. Mallory didn't see it. But the camera did. The neighbor did. The audience of the world would soon see it too. Because the flip, the moment where DJ Colton's real identity would shatter every lie, every accusation, every stereotype, was already quietly building in the background. Like a storm waiting for the right second. Officer Trent Mallory's hand tightened on DJ's arm. That single grip, fueled by prejudice, ego, and false suspicion, was about to become the biggest mistake of his career. "Let's go," Mallory barked. "Turn around and face the cruiser." DJ didn't move. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't pull free. He didn't fight. He just looked at Mallory with calm, steady eyes. "Officer," DJ said quietly, "I need you to think before you continue." Mallory scoffed. "Don't tell me how to do my job." But something in DJ's voice made the neighbor gasp. Made a couple walking their dog stop at the edge of the sand. Made even the waves seem to hush. "Please," DJ said almost sadly now, "call your supervisor." Mallory laughed sharply. "Oh, so you one of those people? Think saying supervisor gonna save you?" He yanked DJ's arm harder. And that was the moment it happened. A black SUV rolled up the beach access road so fast sand kicked into the air. Another SUV followed. Then a third. All three stopped at once. The doors flew open. And out stepped 4 people in dark suits, sunglasses, and communication earpieces. No badges on display. No hesitation. No wasted motion. These were not local cops. Not mall cops. Not security guards. These were federal-level, top-clearance, need-to-know operatives. The kind most Americans have only seen in movies. Mallory blinked, confused. Who the hell are?" "Officer Mallory," the tallest agent cut in, voice sharp. "We need you to remove your hand from Mr. Colton. Immediately." "Mr. Who?" Mallory scoffed. "This guy? He's a suspect. This is my scene." The tallest agent stepped closer. And this time, everyone around heard the authority, the real authority, in his voice. "No. This is our scene." Mallory looked from the agent to DJ, then back to the agent. "What are you talking about?" "He's a burglary suspect." "Mr. Colton," the agent said deliberately, "is a protected national asset. His clearance level supersedes yours by approximately 8 tiers." The words hit Mallory like a slap. The neighbor nearly dropped her phone. The couple walking their dog froze with their mouths open. But the agent wasn't done. "You are detaining a highly decorated former unit leader of the Strategic Recon Group. A man whose identity is sealed under federal classification. A man who has saved more American citizens than you have ever met." DJ just closed his eyes. He hated this part. Hated when they stepped in. Hated being dragged back into a world he was trying to leave behind. Mallory sputtered, confused and angry. What? This guy? This quiet beach bum? He doesn't look like." The agent's voice snapped like thunder. "Finish that sentence, officer, and you will be suspended before you take your next breath." Mallory tried to regain control. I was doing my job," he muttered. He matched the description. "Show us the description," the agent demanded. Mallory froze. Because there was no real suspect description. No burglary. No crime. No reason to pull up on DJ that morning. Mallory had acted on impulse. Bias. A gut feeling. And now, with 3 black SUVs behind DJ, buzzing with authority he couldn't match, his lies started crumbling. The agent nodded slowly as if confirming what he already knew. "Officer Mallory," he said, "you are hereby relieved of duty pending full investigation. Your body cam footage has been remotely accessed. Your conduct is being reviewed in real time." Mallory's face went pale. Another agent stepped closer. This beach is under temporary federal jurisdiction until Mr. Colton is cleared and safe. Mallory swallowed thickly. You can't do that. We already did, the agent said. The neighbor whispered, oh my God. Mallory turned toward DJ, desperate now. Look, hey, I was just, you know how it is, man? DJ looked at him, eyes soft but wounded. I know exactly how it is, Officer Mallory. Mallory's voice cracked. He knew he was finished. I'm sorry, he said. Okay? I'm sorry. DJ nodded. I hope one day, he said quietly, you'll learn the difference between danger and a man drinking coffee. One agent gently placed a hand on DJ's shoulder. Sir, we apologize for the intrusion, he said. We've been assigned to monitor your safety while you're in Florida. You weren't supposed to be disturbed. DJ sighed again. I'm not your mission anymore, he murmured. I left that life behind. I know, the agent said softly. But some men make too many enemies to walk alone. DJ nodded slowly. The neighbor stepped off her porch, tears in her eyes. I'm so sorry, she said, voice trembling. I should have spoken sooner. DJ offered a small, tired smile. You did speak, he said. That's more than most. The couple with the dog finally walked up too. Sir, the woman said, voice cracking, we're so sorry you went through that. DJ breathed in the salty air. The sky had turned bright now, orange and gold stretching over the horizon. It felt like the world was waking up again after holding its breath. Agents moved around quietly, checking the area, speaking softly into radios. Mallory sat on the sand, stunned, defeated, head in his hands. The flip was complete. The truth had landed. The storm had passed. But the moment was not about victory. It was about release. Wounds. Healing. A man reclaiming his dignity in a place he chose for peace. DJ stepped forward, brushing sand from his palms. He looked down at Mallory, who could barely meet his eyes. You don't have to fear me, DJ said softly. You just have to respect me. Mallory didn't answer. DJ didn't need him to. DJ picked up his coffee cup from the sand. The waves whispered in the morning light. He turned back to Mallory, speaking gently, not with anger, not with pride, but with truth that cut deeper than any punishment. Remember this, DJ said. Power isn't who you can scare. It's who you can protect. He walked toward his cottage. The agents followed quietly. The beach stared in silence. And the world, at least the part of it standing there that morning, was changed. If this story moved you, hit subscribe for more powerful stories like this. And tell us in the comments. Do you think Officer Mallory deserved a second chance? Or should he lose his badge for good?